Well, I think it's safe to say that this build needs no introduction this time of year. We have some awesome Did You Know facts for you throughout the build. We're gonna have a lot of fun in the outro recreating some of the iconic scenes. We're also gonna get to some trivia. So those of you self-proclaimed Home Alone superfans, we'll see how much you actually know. But let's go ahead and jump into the build. Here we go. Well, we kick things off getting Marv and Harry put together, as well as their OK plumbing truck, which, if you were curious, is actually a 1986 Dodge Ram. Now, as we start to build the house, you might be surprised to learn that very few interior scenes were actually shot here. This home was predominantly used for the brick exterior, with the vast majority of the interior sets being built out and shot at a local high school, which happened to be the same high school that Ferris Bueller's Day Off was shot at, which I thought was super interesting. Now, as we're continuing on the main floor, a couple of nice touches I wanted to showcase. Here's a close-up of the Michael Jordan cutout from the party simulation scene we just added, Macaulay's favorite NBA player. You've got Kevin at the top of the stairs in his sled ready to take flight, and of course, the solo dinner that Kevin has just before the main showdown. And speaking of Kevin, Macaulay Culkin could only work 5 hours per day due to child labor laws, so there was a lot of coordination and planning on set around his availability in order to maximize the shooting progress each day. Now, as we go up to floor 2, the first thing that I wanted to call out is the tarantula that I've got circled here on the stairway. If you were wondering, that was 100% a real tarantula, poison fully intact. If you remember the scene reenacted in this photo here, Marv, aka Daniel Stern, only agreed to do that blood-curdling scream once it was confirmed with him by the animal experts that tarantulas do not have ears. A lot of other great touches on the second floor. You've got the bathroom from the famous aftershave scene we have in this photo, as well as Buzz's room, which has some great touches. You get the cluttered shelving, the rifle on the wall, stickers on the door, and even the picture that Kevin notices of Buzz's girlfriend. Woof. Jumping to the third floor, we've got the battle plan that you can see in this close-up, and that was actually drawn by Kevin himself. The pull-out couch, gumball machine, the window with the zip line to the treehouse, all accounted for, and more on that scene in particular in the outro. And as we finish that up, we've got a couple of final rooms here with some great touches. First, we're working on the basement with the washer and dryer, as well as the infamous furnace that, of course, lights up and seems to haunt Kevin early in the movie. And then right above that, you have the room with the TV showing a scene from Angel with Filthy Souls, which was actually not a movie at all. Those scenes were shot as part of Home Alone. And then last but not least, you've got the Little Nero's pizza boxes, clever nod to Little Caesar's Pizza. Now we're finishing up here with the treehouse, inclusive of the scissors, of course, for Kevin to cut the line, and some final landscaping in the front. Well, here we are with the finished Home Alone Lego house, and I have to say, I have had more fun playing with this Lego set than any of the sets that I've built. It was so cool to go through and recreate all the scenes, and more on those in a couple of minutes. But I first wanted to give you a little bit of a close-up look here. One of the first things you'll notice is that the brick fronts actually swing out, so you can see all the interior scenes. It's a really cool design element. I also wanted to cover the fact that this was a Warner Brothers production when it first started. Now, Warner Brothers had a budget of $13.5 million. When estimates started to creep north of that, they got out and 20th Century Fox got in. 20th Century Fox was able to make the film for about $18 million, but that was not much of a problem at all because Home Alone ended up grossing $477 million worldwide, which was actually a Guinness World Record for 27 years for highest grossing live action comedy, which was really, really cool. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and jump into some of these really fun scenes. First, you're gonna see Kevin pulling down the shelves in Buzz's room. Really neat ad that Lego did. Secondly, here we've got the paint can that swings down, wipes out Marv and Harry down that front staircase, which is awesome. You've even got Kevin zip-lining out of that third floor window down to the treehouse. And last but not least, You've got Kevin taking flight on that sled down the stairs, although our rendition not nearly as graceful as what he pulled off in the movie. One last scene that I wanted to recreate for you that you can see in this photo here. So one thing I wanted to share, this is right at the end when Harry, or Joe Pesci, says he's going to bite off each one of Kevin's fingers. In one of the cuts, he actually does bite his finger and break skin and left a little bit of a scar, which is crazy, but a fun fact I discovered that I wanted to share. Let's jump to the trivia now and see what all of you self-proclaimed superfans really know about Home Alone. Here we go. And for this trivia segment, I've brought in Kevin's thumbnail double. This is my son Noah. He's gonna help us with these trivia questions. I'm gonna go through, I've got 8 questions we'll hit, so I'll read these off. I'll give you 4 answers for each and we'll see how much you know. So question number 1, where was the original Home Alone filmed? Chicago, Illinois, Winnetka, Illinois, New York, New York, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
I think I'm gonna guess Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois. That is incorrect. It is Winnetka, Illinois. As you can see, he has not seen these questions yet. Question 2. Which of the following people were also considered for Harry before it was cast as Joe Pesci? A, Danny DeVito, B, Robert De Niro, C, Al Pacino, or D, all of the above?
I think it's all of the above.
That is correct. All of those above, and actually there's a longer list of names, which is interesting. A lot of people that they had talked to about doing Harry before they agreed on Joe Pesci. All right, question number 3. In what year was Home Alone released? A, 1991, B, 1992, C, 1990, or D, 1994? All before your time.
C, 1990.
C, 1990, that is correct. How'd you know that?
I just guessed.
All right, C, 1990 it is. Now question 4. This legendary SNL alum, Saturday Night Live alumni, auditioned for the role of Santa Claus. A, Chris Farley, B, Will Ferrell, C, Bill Murray, or D, Mike Myers? Do you know who any of them are?
I know Will Ferrell is, but no one else.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. Answer D, that is incorrect. It is A, Chris Farley actually auditioned for Santa Claus, which I thought was really cool. Question 5. How many total Home Alone movies have there been as of current 2022? A, 3, B, 4, C, 5, or D, 6?
I think 5.
C5 is incorrect. It is D6. There have been
I knew it
6
was
Home
somewhere
Alone
in there.
movies to date. Question 6. What does Harry refer to McAllister's house as? A, a silver tuna, B, a blue dolphin, C, a white shark, or D, a blue whale?
Silver tuna.
Silver tuna A is correct. We did just watch it last week, so
Yeah.
that was close. All right, question 7. Who finds Harry's gold tooth? Is it A, Kevin's mother, B, Kevin's father, C, Buzz, or D, Marv?
Kevin's dad.
When? Do you remember when? When in the movie he finds it? That's correct. It is Kevin's dad. Do you remember when?
When they just get back. When they get back.
At the end. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, last question, number 8, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Which of the following lines were improvised in the movie? Do you know what improvised means?
Changed up.
They weren't in the script at all. They just kind of made it up as they went. A, have you had enough or are you thirsty for more? Coming from Kevin. B, why the heck, edited version, are you dressed like a chicken? Marv. Maybe he committed suicide. Marv. Or D, all of the above?
I think Why Did He Commit Suicide by Marv.
Is actually all of the above. All of those lines were improvised in the movie. So good guess, Kevin. Thank you for playing. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Merry Christmas. Definitely get you a Home Alone in this season if you haven't already.